Hold Their Feet to the Fire is just an absolutely fantastic event to continue to push back on the media narrative, the coverage that they won't give to the border crisis, especially right now. This event this year is just as important, if not more important, than ever before.
I think it's the best ever in terms of organization, in terms of location, the rooftop. This is more important than ever because America needs to know how bad the crisis is in regard to the borders, the immigration, the lack of enforcement in the country, the drugs coming across our borders. Right down the street here in the Capitol on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the word has to get there. They have to understand America needs change right now.
Delightedly, with Dale Wilcox,
the people need to contact their representatives. They need to contact their attorney general, and they need to put pressure on them and say, I want you to get involved in these cases. This is such an important event because we get to speak to radio hosts all over the country, different markets, and educate the American people on what's truly going on here in Washington, D.C.
I love coming to these events. I've been here multiple times, but it is so special this time in particular. All these amazing radio talk show hosts who descended on DC from all over the country. Thank you for making that happen. And what a great opportunity for those of us who speak about securing our country and securing our border. This is the most important media event of the year.
They are impactful, fairus.org. They actually are a policy mover and shaker. They get to the Congress people that need to make these decisions, and that's why we're back every year, and we love everything they do.
This has been a nightmare for our family. The only support we get is our local family. But our government doesn't support us. No one supports us. It's the first place that we have felt totally accepted and understood. These kind of events are so important. And this is what FAIR is about. They want people to understand. They're not twisting the news. They're not spinning the news. They're telling you true stories like ours.
One of the reasons it's so important is you get so many people that not only are like-minded, but they're experts in their field. And there's so many people in the country that are concerned about these issues, but we cannot count on mainstream news media getting real information out. You come here and every politician you want to get on, because every politician that's working with FAIR is a fighter and a patriot.
And joining us now, Art Del Cueto, who is a Border Patrol agent, National Border Patrol Counsel as well. Joining us now, Senator Tommy Tuberville.
Congressman Chip Roy.
All right, now it's time to catch up with our next guest, Ken Cuccinelli.
Chad Wolf, former Secretary of Homeland Security, joining us now.
Great to be at FAIR today, talking to a lot of talk radio about the importance of border security and immigration integrity, and holding the Biden administration accountable for a lot of the policies that are causing the crisis that we see today.
We welcome to our microphones Chris Chmielewski for Numbers USA.
We've got a massive border crisis happening along the border.
Dr. Stephen Camarata joins us, the Director of Research at the Center for Immigration Studies.
Here's the thing. What the Biden administration thinks of illegal immigrants as just desperate people driven by desperate circumstances and showing up on our border. What they have a lot of trouble thinking about them as rational risk takers.
Well, the timing is extremely important simply because we're in the worst crisis that I have seen in 24 years. I lived the crisis back in the early 2000s, the late 1990s. We've never seen anything like what we're seeing today.
This is special to be here. It's like a family reunion I get to come to every year, to talk to the sheriffs that come here, to talk to some of the politicians that attend. FAIR's helping us to win this battle and win the war because they bring awareness to what's going on. And losing my son, my only child, and I see an empty chair next to me. I would rather not be here and have my son with me. And FAIR is allowing me to share him with the world, and I appreciate FAIR from the bottom of my heart, because the support is not just when I come to the events. The support is whenever I need something. There are people that became family to me, and that means more than anything.
Nowhere else could I have come together and met with so many prominent key people that would do one thing and one thing only. Let the American people, particularly those in South Texas, know that they're not alone. And FAIR has brought us all together, broadcasters and individuals, to send one simple message back to our listeners. All is not lost.
We got a great turnout here at Feet to the Fire in 2021. Every single person who comes to this event says one of their favorite events all year. Why? Honest guests, telling people the truth. People who have real world experience, people who've been on the front lines, people whose daily lives are affected by today's out of control immigration policies. The only way the immigration issue is going to get solved is if the average American gets engaged by the millions to overcome the multinationals and the plutocracy that's aligned itself with the Democratic Party against the interests of the American people. So the only equalizing force is directly to the people. And that's what talk radio is about. That's what the digital platform is all about. And I'm so proud of the folks at FAIR who work on this issue every year.
I think FAIR has done a great job of educating congressmen and the people of the United States, because all of the radio hosts here talk to literally millions of people. And so I would say that FAIR has played a central role in informing the public on all these immigration crises that we have faced these many years. And now, of course, we face the worst crisis of all, and that is that we have no border at all.
It impacts all Americans. To have Brandon Judd and Tom Holman and Mark Morgan, these are the experts on the border crisis. They are concerned about one thing, the national security of the country. They're not waving any political flag. They're just trying to keep Americans safe. And to learn from these guys, to get the true statistics, let's keep the drugs, thugs, and bugs out of America, and let's care about the people first.
And you are an American. You're supposed to be able to obtain the American dream before anybody crossing that border. How is it that illegal aliens can come over here, they can cross our borders, and they can obtain the American dream, and you was born on this soil, and you still living in the American nightmare?
How?
And with all of this foolishness that this here Biden regime is trying to push, they're going to have us all living like slaves.
That's right. We see exactly what you're doing, and we do not like it.
And you know what? It's time to hold their feet to the fire.
That's right.
The value of this event is immeasurable. If it weren't for FAIR and the pursuit of sharing, education, knowledge, information, and action, we would be lesser. That's what all of these broadcasters and that's what FAIR provide.